Hello there, and welcome back. We'll have a quick look at the Super Nintendo. Seeing as Nintendo seems to be in the news over the last few months, whether they be releasing an 8-bit system and then cancelling it just as demand increases to fever pitch, or secretly kind of announcing a 16-bit version. But regardless of what Nintendo are doing, we're going to be looking at the original Super Nintendo. I don't need to explain what the Super Nintendo is. I'm fairly sure it was a 16-bit console. It was released by Nintendo in 1990 in Japan, and it was released into Europe in 1992. It never got the foothold that it did in America. In Britain, they were few and far between, let's say, in Britain. You saw that some kids had them, but the most didn't. We were a computer nation. We were too busy programming, writing games to be playing Super Mario or whatever it was. So the Nintendo never made that big an impact in the United Kingdom. It did make an impact, and I'm sure it was massive to some kids. I'm sure there were, groups of kids that lived and breathed Nintendo. I don't doubt it for a second. But it was never a big part of my childhood. In fact, I never knew anyone who had one. Whereas the Genesis, or the Mega Drive as we call it, I knew lots of kids that had Mega Drives. But generally speaking, most kids either had Atari STs or Amigas. In about 87, 88 on. Nobody really bothered with the Nintendo stuff. Or the Sega stuff. But I mean, Sega was slightly cool, whereas Nintendo wasn't particularly. Nintendo was always seen as a kiddie console. Something that your younger brother might have, or younger sister. I had no interest in Nintendo at all until I saw Pilot Wings. And I thought, yeah, I wouldn't mind having a go at that. And it made an impression on me. I don't know where I saw it. Don't know if it was in a magazine or an advert or something. But it was Pilot Wings that drew my attention to the Nintendo. But never by much. So anyway, what have we got? Well, we've got a grey Super Nintendo, which is there. And we have a China version emblazoned upon it. EverDrive. Now, what's an EverDrive? It's an SD card, a derived cartridge. And what you do is you fill it up with ROMs, which are obviously legally obtained, and you can play most of the Nintendo library. You cannot play any accelerated or extra hardware equipped cartridges. So you won't be playing Pilot Wings, you won't be playing Star Fox, and not F-Zero. Was it F-Zero? Might have been F-Zero. Or what's the other one? Anyway, whatever they are. If it's got an FX chip of any description, well, you're out of luck. So we're going to run through a few games. Don't remember what's on this SD card. Hopefully there's some. Oh, there we go. There's all kinds of stuff. So let's find something. Bomberman. Perhaps it's Bomberman that I remember. Oh, is that it? Oh, page 1. Okay, so left and right on the cursor pad are page 1, 2, 3, and so on. Mortal Kombat, Mega Man. Never played Mega Man. Moss Vikings. Yep. Lamborghini American Challenge. Yep. But these are all Amiga games, and they're all better on the Amiga, as is Mortal Kombat. The only reason you play a Super Nintendo, in my opinion, and I may well be wrong, is that you'll play the exclusives, or the enhanced versions of various games, like Super Ghosts and Ghouls, Ghouls and Ghosts, Super Mario All-Stars. If I play it, I'll just embarrass myself. What have we got? Turrican, Super Star Wars, Go on then, we'll do some Super Star Wars is topical. Select Start. So it will erase whatever game is in the flash ROM, and it will program in the ROM that I've just clicked on, which is Super Star Wars. It is a 2 MB ROM. It's a ROM only. It has no extra stuff. It's not a 512. It's it don't matter what it is. Oh, it's Empire Strikes Back I've clicked on. Oh, don't know what that is. I know what the arcade is. I presume it's the same as the arcade. Oop. So we should come back to the menu, I think, do we? Oh no, we don't. We're straight in. LucasArts. In stereo. Coolio. Tweak the audio a little bit. "1993, a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away." Alright, get on with it. It's a little bit slow. The Nintendo was based on the MOS technology 6502. The 8-bit CPU chip, which was in the 64. Well, it wasn't, but kind of it was. The 16-bit Super Nintendo. I think it ran on the Westchester 16-bit version of 6502. Please correct me if I'm wrong. I'm sure someone will. But I think that's more or less right. Got quite a nice palette. Oh, that's right. That's right. Well, it's yeah. It's a. Oh, that's a something. Get the elf then. What's up with it? It's a very hazardous planet. In the olden days, they made games bloody difficult to make up for the lack of, well, ooh, I want to something. Yeah, they made games incredibly difficult to make up for the short gameplay, really, in lots of games. That's why you find lots of like Spectrum games, C64, even Amiga games on ST, they bloody difficult because, well, the game's not very long, I'm afraid, because they quickly run out of RAM. It was usually storage media they run out of, like a floppy disk. Not such a problem with a ROM cartridge. I've never ever played this before in my life. Is this the thing that falls over when Han Solo cuts it open and buries him in it? No. Don't fall down there, obviously. Well, I can honestly say that I'm not terribly impressed with this. It's the sort of thing that looks good in screenshots in magazines and gets high scores because it looks pretty. I mean, it's nice. You've got snow. I presume it's snow. Snow effects there. You've killed me schlobber. Bloody warthogs. Luckily I'm very hearty. Lots of hearts. Darth's helmet there. There's a something. That's good. I'm not sure if I'd ever get to like this. Although it looks pretty. I thought I made the jump then. Like I say, I've never ever seen this before in my life. So people have been moaning at me, oh, you do a double jump there, yes, a triple black flip, you press, A, B, C, D, and then quickly press F, and then it does it. I don't know that, because I've never played it before. And I certainly can't read the inlay, because there isn't one. In fact, I don't know why I'm playing this. I thought it was another game, actually. I thought it was Super Star Wars. Which, pretty much the same thing anyway. But the EverDrive cartridge holds as many games as your SD card can handle, to a certain degree. I think it maxes out at 9 pages. Oh, is that right? Yeah. It maxes out at 9 pages of games. So if you say there's, I don't know, 10 games a page, 90 games, I don't know. So it makes no difference how big the memory card is. Once your 9 pages are up, you've had it. I think they're clones, or copies, let's say, of the proper Super Nintendo cartridges. Not the proper Nintendo cartridges, but the SD manufactured cartridges. They're a cheap copy of, I did know his name, the guy who makes them, or made them, or makes them now. But anyway, regardless, they're a copy of that, and they work pretty well. They're not as fast as the Dura cards, but who cares? I don't care if my NES game takes 15 seconds longer to load than a £110 cartridge as opposed to a 50 quid cartridge. I really don't give a stuff, to be honest. Days of worrying about speed of loading games are... oh, balls. Yeah, the days of worrying about speed of loading games are long gone, I'm afraid. Try again, game over. Yeah, game over, that's crap, Yoda. What? If you taught me better, Yoda, I would be better at that, but your pants. Brave. Oh, I'm a brave boy. The alpha version, or the version for a tech show or something, other than a quick, novel look at it. They're demos or introductions or alphas for a reason, because there's bits missing or they're not finished. The one that you're going to play is the one that you bought for 30 quid back in 1986. Arthur. Come on, Arthur. You're late for the party. Princess Nuff Nuff will be getting right nuffed off. If she gets kidnapped by that devil again, clearly this is not the girl for you, Arthur. She's obviously up to something while your back's turned, it seems to me. If she's summoning demons, you know, she's clearly one of those girls who's a bit kinky. You're better off leaving her alone. Princess Nuff Nuff. Start game. Here we go. Oh, right. We're zooming in. Must be the devil. Through the window. Which window? Through the round window. Told you. Look, she's done it again. She's been bloody messing about with that Ouija board. Or doing other things. Summoning demons. Bloody girl. This is one also that I never played. Purely because I didn't have anything that could play it. Back in the day. So yes, I will suck at this game on a humongous scale of suckery. I'm afraid Princess Nuff Nuff is going to be doing whatever the devil wants it to do. I'd like it to lump it, I'm afraid. The undead, they're a right pain in the neck, aren't they, the undead? Oh, don't pick the bloody candy floss stick up. Why? Do you know, I love Ghosts and Goblins games, but they are incredibly unforgiving. Bum, bum, bum. I'm not going to do a long video of this because I'm playing with the settings of the Elgato screen capture. And this video might be a complete dead loss, so there's no point spending hours on it. Just a quick show of what the EverDrive is. Basically it's a FAT 32 SD card. Drag the stuff over from your PC or Mac, the ROM's over. Are they zipped or not? Are they zipped or not? I don't think they are zipped. They're unpacked files that you drag the folder over. I think. Oh, double jump. That's a bit unfair, isn't it? Bloody rocket bombs. No, I got you then. Don't give me none of that. I'll play this while my life expires and that'll do, I think. Bloody game. Just bought Star Wars Rogue Squadron today. Blu-ray. I thought I'll watch that. Never got around to it. It'll be sat in the packet for 6 months before I get around to it. In fact, it'll be on TV. Anyway, that is... what is it? Ghosts and Goblins. Don't really matter what it is. I'll turn that off.